All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1062, Sanchez case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours, and even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety. But my kids always wonder where she's at. They're always at, for days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago. And only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids. Especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything like that. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Okay, when you say kids, how many?
I have two.
Two, all right.
You mean we, like you?
No, I have two.
Ma'am, I'm addressing him. So he answered appropriately, and you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay?
All right, guys, buckle up. Today's courtroom session kicks off with a gut punch. Mr. Sanchez steps in seeking child support, and he's not here to play. He's working overnight as a truck driver just to be there for his kids, one of whom is autistic. Meanwhile, the mother, missing in action. No calls, no visits, no help. The father's doing the heavy lifting, and the judge wastes no time recognizing it. What really hits is how this man reorganized his entire life while she vanished without a trace. And the fact that even he's shocked she showed up to court says everything. This is more than a support claim. It's a cry for stability. The judge knows something deeper is brewing, and you can feel the tension already building.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so you said you changed your job to now you work overnight?
Yes.
What is it that you do?
I drive an 18-wheeler. I drive locally. I deliver hospital supplies.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's how you all met?
Beforehand, but we had the same interest in the medical field.
Okay. All right. And how long has it been since you all stopped living together?
It's been, I want to say, a month and a week already.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She just, for as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just never been wanting to come home really. And honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids. The kids find it before I do most of the time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
Obviously the
not true.
kids.
I mean,
are you saying your kids are liars?
Things take a dark turn fast. Mr. Sanchez doesn't just accuse her of being absent. He suggests she might be bringing drugs home from the hospital where she works. Painkillers, needles, and worst of all, the kids are finding them before he does. He stays calm, but you can feel the fear in his words. The courtroom shifts from financials to safety. The mother shrugs it off and claims ignorance, but it's clear she's losing ground. Judge Vanderby holds back for now, but her face says it all. This part exposes a possible deeper issue. Not just abandonment, but endangerment. And you know, once a judge hears needles and children in the same sentence, it's game on.
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'm not sure.
You're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, you know, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though. Like, I feed them or sometimes, and
I feed them? You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves
okay,
again.
but it's food though.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
Interesting.
me personally, myself, I sit there with my kids and I open a book with them and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to overnight.
His shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the
dad.
kids. As you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you gonna say that? I mean.
Now it's the mom's turn to speak, and let's just say it goes downhill fast. Her idea of parenting, dropping off fast food and letting the kids eat in silence with a tablet. That's her entire defense. Judge Vunderby is stunned, and Mr. Sanchez, again, shows he's putting in work. He's reading with them, cooking when he can, and pushing through exhaustion to be present. The mom responds with eye rolls, and well, I'm the mom, he's the dad, so it's his job. Big mistake. The judge claps back instantly, making it clear that parenting isn't one-sided. It's not just laziness, it's entitlement at its peak. This part shows who's parenting and who's making excuses, and the judge isn't having any of it.
You have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift, why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him, it's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously, I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no. I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should.
Get ready, because this part hits like a truck. The mother straight up says she didn't want the kids in the first place. She only kept them because he insisted. She says parenting a kid with autism is too much work, so she just left it all to him. Judge Vunderby doesn't even blink before going in. She reminds her that parenting isn't optional and drops the ultimate truth. Wanting the kids or not doesn't change the responsibility. When the judge finds out the mom hasn't paid a dime since leaving and actually asked him for money, the courtroom practically explodes. This is the turning point where sympathy officially dies and the consequences start to land.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right, health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan, so I just pay $80 every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it Private health insurance is the children under Medicaid. What are we
It's
doing?
Medicaid.
Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to have to pay that back to Medicaid, just FYI, unless you want to put them on private health insurance, which I don't see why you would have a problem with it. You're a nurse. You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom, period.
I mean, but I
And
didn't sign up for it. Like,
countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad.
that.
And I'm doing well beyond.
She's not disputing that you're doing that,
Yes, and I feel
but
like
you're not doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
you
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
You don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want him because I wanted to go party. And, like, he was just like, no, we got this. And, like, how is it my fault? He wanted them. I didn't want them. So.
But you kept them.
no, the first we've talked about having kids and we've wanted kids.
I know, but,
once
like,
she
when we
got
were
pregnant,
older,
once she got
not right
pregnant and
now.
she knew she couldn't do what she needed anymore, or really what she wanted anymore, then it was just oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
This
what I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support. Whether you wanted them or not is beside the point. You had them, they are here, they are your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So, $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is...
This is the hammer drop. The judge runs through the math. $60,000 annual income, no private insurance, and zero contribution from mom. The result? A support order of $1,475 a month, plus another $1,475 in back pay to be paid in $25 installments. That's $1,500 a month total. The mom responds by asking what she'll have left to party with, and that's when the judge almost loses it. No empathy, no remorse, just concern over her own freedom. This isn't about lack of money, it's about lack of priorities. And Judge Vanderby makes sure the message is loud and clear. If you walk away from your kids, the bill is coming due, one way or another.